Hey everyone, welcome to Wow Mounts by Ice Lighting. In this video, I am going to cover how to get the bound Shadehound from the moor. So this one is quite complicated, so before you start, recommended you're exalted with Venari, you need 2,500 sticker, and you need loads and loads and loads of time. This is going to take you a long time to do. Starting off this adventure starts with buying the Dowser from Venari. Now, I already have it, and once you've bought it, it's not another item you can ever buy again, so it's not showing you there, but it cost 1,500, and once you have it, it looks like a whale's tail, and you need that in your bag. I recommend mapping it to one of your buttons or to a sidebar, because you need to collect Nexuses with it. What a Nexus is? Right. This little green blob is a Nexus. They drop slithers and dust. You need 200 of each. And these little green blobs are scattered throughout the moor and in the beast warrens. So make sure you pick up every single one of these you find. Literally, this is the longest part of the quest. Collecting 200 of each took me roughly 12 hours. This is because they don't always drop what you need. If you're lucky, they drop one. If you're really lucky, two. In the River of Souls, they're white, not green. And there seems to be a mechanic where there's only so many visible at a time, so you can't camp these. You literally have to make a route and just keep going around and looking. The slithers and dust are very important, but there are other things you can get on with while collecting them. So if you make your way to the Altar of Domination, you want to head all the way to the back. Now I did this during the Necrolord Assault. This meant there was less things in my way to kill me. So using your grappling hook, make your way over and you will find a big green cloud. Now it tells you it's pulling to the southeast. You can't click anything to do anything, so just follow it up the stairs. Now there's one of our Nexuses. I've ignored it for this point and I've gone up here. Now, once you arrive in another big pile of green stuff, you get a button to press. Press your button and a magical chest has appeared. So, and you've turned into a weird ghosty thing. Right, the magical chest has symbols across the top. Now, wow, there's symbols across the top of these annoying pointy things too. So, what do you have to do? It's a puzzle. Now, you have to match the symbols with the symbols on top of those pillars and in the correct order. So use the grapple point to do this. If you mess up, you get fired off the top of this by this guy and you're not allowed to do anything here for 2 hours. Kind of annoying, especially since I didn't realize you click one and it swaps with the next one that you click. That just confused the hell out of me. So use the grapple point behind you as a reference and then work from the left. So the first one to the left of the grapple point is the first one in the line of the chest combination, if that makes sense, and then go round clockwise. So once you've done that, you then get a crumbling steel or tablet, however you want to call it. If you try and look at your tablet, it will tell you that you can't read it. Now, guess who might be able to help us with this? That's right, we're back to Venari. So she will now sell us a partial Codex. Now the reason it's partial is because it's missing 3 pages. So this will cost you 2,000. This is why I said up front that you needed to have at least 3,500 to get through this. So once you buy it, you now have to go and find the missing pages. Now the pages can be done in any order, but this first one is the binding page I'm going to show you. So for this one, you need to be over in the Terraculum. I can't say that word, but you know what I mean. You want to use that portal that I just showed you, and you want to get past this guy if he's there. It's rare, he might not be there, but there are still other mobs up here, so don't expect this to be easy unless you have invisibility or you're a rogue, or you have anything else that can help you hide, because then you can just bypass all these people and just get to the back and pick up the missing page. Ta-da! Easy as being an invisible mage. For the soul page, we're heading back to the Altar of Domination. Now, because the Necrolord Assault is going on, this makes my life easy as I can just walk past everybody and just go and get the page. So this is right at the back where you're doing the end part of the assault, literally just below where we went and did the chest. For our final page, the page of forging, we are heading to the Beast Warrens, specifically to a cave called Death's Howl, and you will find that roughly here. So when you make your way down the cave, you want to go to the left, and you can either kill everything in here, or be invisible or stealthed, or however else you want to make your way across, and you will find your missing page right on the floor over here. So now we have the 3 pages. They are click to use, so you could have used the other ones by now if you wanted to, but I saved them all for doing at once. So once you click all 3, you suddenly get the intact rune codex. Wow, exciting stuff. So if you click on it, it doesn't really do anything, but it does tell you what you now need to make the mount. So, now that you have the codex, other things now drop and happen. So, you can't do these bits before, don't try and rush ahead. If you now come and kill the Soul Forger up at the cauldron, he will drop the tools you need for the mount. So, give him a good kill, and you will see the tools. Again, this won't appear beforehand. Next, you need to find the stray wolf soul. Now, this runs up and down the River of Souls. It can be anywhere along here, but you will find it if you look. Once you locate it, give it a click and it will love you. It will approach hesitantly, and then it will give you its soul. You can see it coming over there while I'm still being attacked. And the soul will drop into your bag. Now you're ready to forge the mount. So we're going to head back to the Altar of Domination. So just make sure before you go anywhere you have your wolf soul, you have the crumbling tablet, you have your 200 dusts and 200 slithers, you have the tools, and you have the codex. If you don't have all of those, this is not going to work, so don't bother. So if you put it in your bank because you've been doing this over days, weeks, months, years, you need those to go any further. So again, I'm doing it during the Necrolords. It makes your life easier. You need to make your way all the way down to the back. Now that you've made your way all the way back to where the chest was, turn around and there is grapple points going up. Now, you could have made this part of your routine of checking for the Nexuses, because there are roughly 5 of them in this area. There are a few down below, but as you get to the top, there are quite a few scattered around this area. So if you're watching this video and planning on coming back to this part, check out this area, especially in the tower to the side there, and behind that cage, there are usually Nexuses that people miss there. So, coming up here, this is the forge. If you haven't visited it before, there's usually none up here, but this is where you need to make the husk. So in order to make the husk, we needed our 20 bars, which was the dust and slivers. So sit here, make your 20, then make the husk. Huzzah, we have the husk, and as you may have noticed, the point in front of us, the flight point, waypoint, whatever you want to call it, has lit up. Now, the reason for that is it is the fastest way back to the cauldron, and from the cauldron we're going to head to the binding stone. So, use that if you like, otherwise just make your way down. Once you've made your way down, you need to get to the binding stone. Where's the binding stone? Well, it's over by Venari's refuge. So, in this little pillory type structure is where you'll see the binding stone. It's all lit up nice. Now, what do you need? You need these runes. So our tablet we couldn't read before. Now the codex allows us to read it. Write the runes down. Not my runes, your runes. They're probably different. You need that order in order to tame your mount that you're about to make. So write these down before you go any further. Once you're ready, go over to the binding stone. Depending on your level, you should be fine walking between these guys. They shouldn't attack you, but you never know. Now, something that I've read is once you get on the mount, it does charge off in the direction you're facing, so make sure you are not facing off the edge as you don't want to die. Clicking on the stone will make it do the binding ritual, and then it will drop into your bag. So accept the quest. And when you open your bag, there's actually 2 in there, which confused the hell out of me. So there's the one that's the quest item, which does nothing. And then the other one is the one that you actually get on. So as soon as you summon it, you're going to start running forwards. So now you need to type in, using your keys, or your mouse if you're a mouse person, the correct order that you have written down. Once you do that, it loves you. The quest is available for completion. And you've got your mount. So it's dropped into your bag like the others. I moved away from the bag guys, and now I can click it and learn it. Here is our beautiful bound Shadehound. Ta-da! So worth it. Not. Well, for me, I just stick with the same mount anyway, but I have to collect them. Don't know about you guys, I'm a collector. Anyway, as always, thanks for watching. I hope you found this video useful, and subscribe to see what else I'm up to.